In the journey of life, we often encounter profound questions that resonate deeply within our souls. Among these is the question, am I truly chosen by God? This inquiry transcends mere curiosity, it stirs a deep longing within us to understand our unique place in the divine tapestry of existence. For many, the idea of being chosen by God is imbued with a sense of honor, purpose, and destiny. But what does it truly mean to be chosen? Is it simply a matter of divine selection, or is there a more profound, intimate relationship between God and those He calls His own? The Bible offers powerful insights into this concept, illustrating that being chosen is not reserved for the perfect, the powerful, or the outwardly impressive. Instead, God often chooses the humble, the broken, and the overlooked. He looks beyond our outward appearances and into our hearts, recognizing our potential and our willingness to serve. When we seek a relationship with God, we begin to uncover His unique calling on our lives. Being chosen is not merely a title, it is about transformation. Have you ever felt that stirring in your spirit, a beautiful yearning that can transform lives? This is the essence of being chosen. Embrace this calling, and allow God to reveal the amazing purpose He has for your life. God's timing is perfect. The next prayer you offer might hold the very words you need to hear. Don't miss out on the blessing that could be just around the corner. As we continue to seek God's presence together, let us remember that when we speak or write something, it is akin to having a conversation directly with God. In Mere Christianity, C.S. Lewis suggests that being chosen involves a process of sanctification, a journey where God shapes and refines our character to align more closely with His divine nature. The chosen are not perfect, they are marked by a willingness to surrender their lives to God's purpose and work. As Lewis poignantly notes in The Problem of Pain, God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. Pain serves as His megaphone to rouse a deaf world. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be chosen? Who is genuinely chosen? In John 15 verse 16, Jesus declares, "You did not choose me, but I chose you to bear fruit that will last." This revelation emphasizes that being chosen is not about our pursuit of God, but rather about His pursuit of us, to fulfill His mission of spreading love and grace to a world in need. However, being chosen often comes with trials and challenges. God equips those He calls. Romans 8 verse 30 assures us that those He predestined, He also called; those He called, He also justified; those He justified, He also glorified. There lies a mystery in divine favor. The chosen ones walk in opportunities that no one can shut. You may find yourself in rooms where you feel you don't belong, yet there you are, positioned there by God. At times, you might lack the qualifications for the role you've been given, yet the opportunity is yours because God placed you there. In moments like these, the only explanation is God's hand at work in your life. This is why temptations come, distractions abound, and trials seem unending. I encourage you to view these battles for what they truly are, confirmations of your calling. Spiritual warfare in all its intensity is often the enemy's last-ditch effort to derail you from your divine destiny. Take heart. Isaiah 54 verse 17 assures us that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The attacks may come, but remember this, you are chosen. In John 6 verse 44, it is written that no one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws them. This divine magnetism is so strong that even in rebellion or attempts to fill your life with worldly pleasures, you will find no peace until you rest in His presence. For the chosen, there is a divine discontentment that stirs within. You may find that you are no longer satisfied with the ordinary. You've been marked for the extraordinary. The fleeting pleasures of this world fail to fulfill you. Romans 12 verse 2 encourages us not to conform to the pattern of this world, but to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. When you are chosen, your thinking is reoriented toward kingdom values. You thirst for righteousness, as Matthew 5 verse 6 states, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled." This thirst is a sign of your divine calling, an indicator that God is preparing you for something beyond what you can imagine. The chosen ones possess the ability to perceive the unseen and recognize what others cannot. Life may appear mundane to some, but the chosen ones are gifted with discernment, allowing them to navigate complexities and make decisions based on spiritual revelations rather than mere appearances. Proverbs 3 verses 5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight." This guidance is critical for the chosen, as it requires divine insight. If you find yourself facing relentless opposition, know that this is a testament to your calling. The Apostle Paul reminds us in Ephesians 6 verse 12 that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces of evil. Your challenges are not signs of weakness, they are evidence of your divine mission. You are destined for greatness, and that greatness often comes at a cost. To be chosen means to be set apart. Your path will likely differ from those around you. While the world seeks comfort in transient pleasures, the Spirit of God within you compels you to pursue purpose over pleasure. You may feel isolated at times, but remember, your calling is more important than societal approval. The chosen ones are willing to go against the grain and stand alone, if necessary, because they understand that obedience to God holds far greater value than any fleeting pleasure this world can offer. The moments of doubt may weigh heavily, but there is an unshakable faith within you that will not allow you to quit. This faith is not derived from human effort, it is a gift from God. It blossoms from walking closely with Him, spending time in His presence, and being rooted in His Word. When life's storms rage, and chaos surrounds you, this faith stands firm, reminding you that God is still in control. Let me speak to the resilience in your spirit today. If you are marked by God, a power resides within you that defies logic. You may have been knocked down, but you did not remain there. You faced storms that should have taken you out, but by the grace of God, you stand strong. Isaiah 40 verse 31 promises, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength, they will soar on wings like eagles." Your endurance is a sign of the chosen. It equips you to fulfill your divine destiny. Each time you rise again, you emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined to pursue God's will above all else. When you are chosen by God, something shifts within you. A deep longing develops to please Him in all that you do. This growing desire for holiness signifies that you have been chosen. It reflects God's handiwork in your life, transforming your thoughts, words, actions, and decisions. You may find yourself facing rejection from those around you. This is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a sign that you are set apart. Isaiah 53 verse 3 reminds us that even Jesus was despised and rejected by men. If the Son of God faced rejection, we should not be surprised when we encounter the same. The weight of your calling often causes isolation. You are walking in a realm that others may struggle to comprehend. Yet, your identity as one chosen by God provides you with confidence and boldness to walk in your calling, pursuing your purpose with passion and determination. Galatians 2 verse 20 states, "I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me." This truth anchors your soul amidst life's trials, rejections, and hardships. The heart of the chosen beats for others, it reflects the compassion of Christ. This is not merely sympathy or pity, it is about embodying the very heart of God. The chosen ones are drawn to serve, uplift the broken, be a voice for the voiceless, and offer comfort to the weary. Why? Because you have been blessed to be a blessing. The blessings flow through you, reflecting the love of God that has been poured into your life. Philippians 2 verses 3-4 instructs us to do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests but each of you to the interests of others. This is the nature of the chosen: to serve, to lift, and to love as Christ loved. Finally, the most powerful sign that you are chosen by God is found in His declaration over your life: you are loved and set apart for His glory. This understanding gives you the confidence to pursue your calling. In worship and gratitude, you recognize that your worth is anchored in Christ alone. As we consider the power of being chosen by God, let me share a transformative story, a story of struggle and redemption. Meet Marcus, a young man who grew up in a troubled home, battling insecurities and feelings of insignificance. For years, he longed for acceptance and love, seeking validation in all the wrong places. But one day, while walking through a local park, he encountered a small group of believers passionately worshiping God. Intrigued, he approached the group, drawn by the joy and peace that radiated from them. They welcomed him with open arms and introduced him to a relationship with Christ. For the first time, Marcus felt truly seen and valued. He learned that he was chosen, not based on his past, but because of God's unconditional love. Over time, Marcus discovered his unique gifts and began to serve in his community, sharing his testimony with others. His journey of faith inspired many, proving that being chosen is not about perfection but about God's grace working through our imperfections. Dear friend, are you ready to embrace your identity as one chosen by God? You possess a calling that is uniquely yours. Dive deeper into this relationship, allow His love to transform you, and let your light shine brightly for all to see. As C.S. Lewis beautifully reminds us, you come of the Lord Adam and the Lady Eve, and you are not proud of that? You are proud of a fine lineage of one kind or another. But what if your lineage is divine? You are chosen. You are loved. You are called to make a difference. Embrace it. Live it. Share it with the world. And remember, your journey is not just about you, it's about the impact you make for the glory of God. In this light, live boldly as a chosen one. Be a beacon of hope, love, and truth in a world desperately in need of His presence.